Hello and welcome to Monday's homework check. So on Friday I asked you to do the percentage problems question 1 to 4 to have a go at applying those percentage skills to different problems. So let's have a look at question number 4. So we've got a model that is made with 20 cubes. What percentage of the cubes is the model in the model is black? So let's have a look. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 7 cubes out of 20 that are black cubes. Okay, and you can work this out in lots of different ways. That's fine. You can use the fraction of amount and use it to convert it to a percentage, or you could work out say what 10% of 20 is and then sort of add it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to convert this fraction into a fraction out of 100 to give me my percentage. But as I say, there's lots of different ways. So if you've done it a different way, then that is absolutely fine as long as you come to the right answer. So I need to work out what I need to times 20 by to get 100. So hopefully you remember doing this before when we looked at all the way back at converting fractions to percentages. We need to make the fraction out of 100. And I know I can get 20 into 100. So I know that I need to times 20 by 5 because I know 2 times 5 is 10. So then I do exactly the same to the top. So I do 7 times 5, which would give me 35, which would then give me my percentage, 35%. Now, as I say, you could have done it another way. You could have known that 10% of 20 is 2, and 3 lots of that is going to give you 30%, half of that, and add it up to 35. But either way is right. That is fine. Okay, let's have a look at question number 2. So a cat sleeps for 12 hours each day, and 50% of its life is spent asleep. So how many hours are there in a day we need to use for this one? Because it says a koala sleeps for 18 hours each day. How much percentage of its life is spent asleep? So he sleeps for 18 out of 24 hours in the day. So we need to somehow work out what this is as a percentage. Now, again, like the first question, you can do this in lots of different ways using lots of knowledge that you already have. I'm going to look at this fraction 18/24, and I'm going to use my knowledge of equivalent fractions to work out this percentages, because I know off the top of my head that 18/24 is the same as 3/4 if I simplify it down. And I know what 3/4 is as a percentage because I know half is the same as 50%. I know a quarter is 25%, so I know 3/4 is going to be 75%. So the answer is 75%. Again, you might have got there in a completely different way, which is fine as long as you've got the same answer. So 75% for question number 2. Okay, so question number 3 is a bit more straightforward. It's a bit more like the questions that we've been doing online. So Jack has £400 and he spends 35% of his money on a new bike. So how much does he spend? So this is just asking you to find 35% of £400. So I'm going to do that by finding 10%, which I know is 40. And if I times that by 3 to give me 30%, that would give me 120. So I've got my 30% there, and I need to add 5%. And to get 5%, I'm just going to halve my 10%. So it's going to give me £20. So I just need to add £120 to £20. So he spends £140 of his money on his new bike. You might have worked the percentages out in a different way, but as long as you've got £140 as your answer. Okay, now question number 4 is a similar sort of idea. We're finding percentages, but it's got a little bit more to it. So you need to do a few more extra steps because when you look at the question. So it says 200 children went on holiday. 10% of those children went to Wales. So the first thing I'm going to do is find 10%. And that's easy because I'm going to divide 200 by 10. So 20 children I know went to Wales. Then it says 25% of children went to Scotland. So 25% of the 200. So I know 10% is 20. So 20% must be 40 because I'm going to double that. and then I need to find 5%, so I'm going to half that, so it's going to be 10. So if I add those two together, so this is my 20 and my 5%, that means 50 children went to Scotland. Now it's asking me for the actual answer to the question. So it's asking me how many more children went to Scotland than to Wales. So 20 children went to Wales, 50 went to Scotland. So I need to do 50, take away 20, which is going to give me 30. So the answer to that one is 30 children. So we're just finding percentages, but we've got that extra little step at the end. So no matter which way you got there, what percentages you worked out, hopefully you got the answer of 30 children went to Scotland. Okay, so we've done a little recap on percentages that we've done this week. So what we're going to do for homework for tomorrow is page 36, questions 1, 2 and 3, which are going to be on fraction problems, just to recap some of the fraction things we've been doing the past couple of weeks. So it might be, so it's questions like shading, but also finding fraction of amount as well. So have a go at those questions and come back and check them tomorrow.